What's going on, guys? We are back once again, and we are finally going to be reviewing this movie. I thought I watched it. I guess I did not. We were going to be talking about The Curse of La Llorona. Now, I've seen reviews on this film, and I remember doing a reaction to this. I was intrigued by this. I never got around it. I just I don't know. I just could not get my mind focused on this movie. So the entire premises of this movie, and the only one that I remember, the only one that I really recognized in this film, was of course Linda Car. I'm probably going to butcher this poor woman's name. Gardinlat. Now again, she plays as Anna, who is a single mom who lost her husband. I'm guessing to his job. He was a police officer. She's raising her two kids on her own, and she's a social worker. And this happens where a friend slash acquaintance of hers starts having issues with her kids to where her kids are not going to school, and her being a social worker, she comes in contact with them. They think that the mom has gone crazy, but in actuality, she has been trying to protect them from La Llorona, who is the woman in white, the original woman in white, where her story went. She fell in love with this man. She got married. They had children. He fell for a younger woman. In her rage and mental breakdown, she kills her children, and then she regrets what she done, and then she drowns herself, and then she just continues the pattern over and over again to try to get her children back. Now she goes after this character's Patricia's children, and she succeeds. And then what happens is she lures other children by her crying, which is how she does it with Anna's children. And then she marks them, and then she goes after them throughout the entirety of the movie, trying to scare them, trying to get their attention, as well as figure out ways to take them. Now, overall, this does take place around the Conjuring universe, which at the time there was a lot of buildup, and the Conjuring universe is still building again to your, however you want to describe it. And overall, this movie was enjoyable to a certain degree. I think that at the time it came out, it was enjoyable, but also at the same time, some of these moments were predictable. Some of these moments were, it could have been avoided. Like, for example, the mom, she even gets investigated because her children getting hurt or something of that nature, and it was just like, okay, really? Or her trying to get help against La Llorona, and the one that comes to help her, he was a priest, but then he is no longer a part of the priesthood because he, saw the way evil was in the world, and he's fighting against it. And then he tells her children not to, go across this line or do this or do that. And yet the daughter does something out of, again, very predictable, of trying to get a doll that she had that was from her father, and La Llorona used it against her. Now, again, it is very predictable. A lot of this stuff is very predictable because if you watch enough horror movies, you're going to see what's going to happen. You're going to go, okay, well, now I realize what this is going on. Or, hey, I saw that coming. Or, this was going to happen. So, overall, it was a decent film. Would I watch it again? If I had nothing left to watch and it was on TV, then I'd probably pop it on again. And it was a good little collection to the Conjuring franchise. To me, this movie is not really scary. It is not... It's more of your definition of scary. If you cannot handle scary movies, then I would recommend you probably do not watch this film. If you can, definitely watch this film. It came out in 2019, so it's about 5-year-old movie, maybe 5-year-old movie. It's not that old. It's not that young either for a movie within its time. Some movies, again, just me being a movie reviewer and like to see movies, and I like horror movies. There are some things that I can see that are very predictable, and there are some things that I'm like, okay, I didn't see that coming, or I did see that coming. So again, it just all depends on your viewing of a horror movie. So, what is your overall thoughts of The Curse of La Llorona? Was it a good movie? Was it a bad movie? Was it something you'd watch again? Something you would not recommend people? Something you would recommend someone? I would recommend this movie if you have not seen it, if you're a horror fan or if you're a paranormal type of fan. So definitely give it a shot. And let me know what you guys think about it down in the comments. If you guys are new to the channel and still not subscribing, leave a big fat like on the video if you guys enjoyed. Again, what was your thoughts of The Curse of La Llorona? Was it a good movie? Did it stick to the legend? Was it something you've heard of, an actual legend? I know I've heard this legend before. It's more prominent in the Hispanic culture. Now, again, there's a lot of other legends out there, so let me know of a legend you guys may have heard of that you think that would be a good movie that they could do. So just let me know down in the comments, and I'll see you guys as always on the next one.